2,200 miles, 450 to go, man. It's crazy how close we're getting now. Crossing into Washington, it really, focused my mind on finishing. It is 6 a.m. Good morning. The sun's waking up later, man. I had to wait to record this because it's like pitch effing black, like out. I woke up at like 5:30. I went to bed. There was no one in my tent site. There was a dude shooting guns somewhere around, who I didn't see, by the way. There were no no of these like hobo permanent tent campers at this tent site that I went to. It was empty, and I went to bed and the campsite was empty, and I woke up and there were like 10 people there, including 2 of them who were cowboy camping and one of them who was making a lot of like yawning sounds that sounded like a dog. It was like, "Ooh." I thought it was an animal. I woke up, I was like, what's that? Like, what's going on out there? It's a very unusual sound. Plan for today is we're gonna die again on some crazy hill. So we left the Columbia River Gorge, right? That was like, I think 77 feet of elevation. Like that's the lowest on the entire PCT. And what we're doing now is we're making our way up the wedding cake, like into the backcountry. We're going up and up and up over successive sort of ranges of mountains, higher and higher. Yesterday we went over 2 of those, and today we're going over 1. It's going to be a big climb. I think we're about 52 miles right now from Trout Lake, which is the next town we're going to. Yesterday I stopped a little early. I stopped at like 23 miles instead of 25. It was actually my feet that were absolutely killing me. It's literally like a 10-mile climb, like up, and we're going up thousands of vertical feet. But the idea would be that we could do today and tomorrow around 25, and then camp somewhere outside of Trout Lake, and on that 3rd day to come into Trout Lake like bright and early in the morning and have the whole day to sort of catch up and do chores and all that sort of thing. It's pretty foggy out here right now, but it feels a lot crisper than yesterday, a lot warmer. It's 7 o'clock. I'm about 3 miles in. Check out this Wind River and look at this cool bridge I'm on. You can see another PCT dude over there. We have one more creek, Panther Creek, ahead of us before the big climb today. So it's about 8 o'clock. I'm 6 miles in, and this is Panther Creek, and I'm just about to start my big, enormous, humongous climb of the day. It's like 10 miles long, and we're gonna ascend several thousand vertical feet. There's no water the whole way, so here we go. It starts right now. It's 10 a.m. I'm 11 miles in. Crushed my 10 by 10 this morning, but that was because I was up early. I'm not going super fast, but making really good progress up this climb. It is beautiful this morning. It is so much nicer than it was yesterday morning. I'm getting finally like amazing views. Like you can see Mount Hood like clearly right here. It's kind of obscured just right behind this tree. It's about 11:30. I'm like 15 miles in. I just summited this 10-mile ridiculous climb this morning. Look at what I'm rewarded with. This is Mount Adams. This is my first big volcano that I'm seeing in Washington, and it couldn't be a more amazing sight. The coolest thing is like literally if you go this way over the ridge, the other side, you can see Mount Hood, and then you come up this way and it's Adams. I'm gonna go another 2 or 3 miles and stop for lunch around 17 or 18 miles, I guess. And then I'll figure out where I'm gonna camp tonight. We're not going down that far. We're going down to a saddle, and then it's more climbs. I'm feeling so much better today than yesterday, just having these amazing views, being dry. It's not 100% humidity. I'm not walking in the clouds. It is 1:30. I'm like 19.2 miles in, and I am stopping for lunch. You can see, can you see? My backpack is right there. And yeah, that's where I'm having lunch. And check out this little piped spring. They put a little pipe in the spring, and makes it very easy to collect water from the piped spring. But I'm just sitting down here at the piped spring, just making plans, not only for where I'm going to tent tonight, but also tomorrow night, and what time and day really I'm gonna come into the town of Trout Lake. So tonight there's a campsite in about 5 miles on a lake. I guess it's called Green Lake. I'm gonna go there, check it out. Farad says that there is one tent site on that lake, and if it's not occupied, I think I'll take it. The real question is about tomorrow night, and it's actually gonna come down to my battery. If my battery is too low, what I'll do is I'll just push all the way into town, and I'll end up in Trout Lake. Tomorrow night, I'd much rather spend a night at like, you know, Trout Creek tent site. It's gonna be way nicer than like camping behind the general store in the town of Trout Lake. It's really hard to photograph the trees in a way that makes them really to convey like the grandeur of what this forest is like that I'm walking in. The trees are just huge and magnificent, covered with moss. 2,200 miles, 450 to go, man. It's crazy how close we're getting now. Like, it really is. Crossing into Washington, it really, you know, focused my mind on finishing. And yesterday was tough, and I just keep telling myself, man, just got to get through these days, you know, one day at a time. Every step, every day, we're just closer to Canada. It's 4 o'clock, I'm 22 miles in. I just got sucked into a trail magic, but first I just wanted to say, can you hear that sound right now? That is the sound of a forest worker that I think has like a vacuum sort of machine in his truck, and his job is to empty the pit toilet. That guy had he walked in like a bunny suit, you know, like the decontamination head to toe. He had the gas mask on. Always fun to go to Trail Magic. She was such a sweet lady. She actually reminded me of my mom. I had a beer, and I'm packing one out with me, so I'm bringing a beer to the tent site tonight. It's 5:30. I'm like 26 miles in. This behind me is Green Lake, and I'm just gonna say that calling this a lake is a little bit of a stretch. This is definitely a pond, or I would just say, you know, call this a pond, and very, very much like an algae breeding, seaweed rearing area. It's more plant than pond, but the lake was a little bit of a downgrade. But the tent site is quite nice. It's a private area, room for just one, very secluded. The plan is that tomorrow we will head to Trout Lake Creek campground or whatever, the tent site at Trout Lake Creek, and the following day we will be in Trout Lake.
I love it. Yeah.